But John and I took cores with not what you had on the field tonight, and took it to single digits in one season. Okay? You're not going to get there. You're not going to get there. You're not going to break into finals. Okay? But if you handle things the right way, you are going to make major strides. And you're going to lay a foundation not only for this drum corps, but for drum corps back in the state of Florida. Okay? I know drum corps in the state of Florida. I think I probably know it maybe better than anybody. There have only been 3 finalist corps ever to come out of the state of Florida, and 2 of those were mine. Okay? And the other one was all very, very dear friends and former students that put it together down in South Florida. Okay? So you guys are going to lay a foundation this year if you manage everything well. Simply because you're here, there's no entitlement. That entitlement is, okay, I'm here, we got a show, let's go, it's all just going to happen. No, you're going to have to work harder than the next corps. You're going to have to work harder than the next individual in order to achieve the same success. You're aware of that, right?
Yes.
You know why you have to work harder? Because they don't expect anything out of you. You're Teal Sound. What were we last year, 20th, 21st, something like that?
20th.
Okay, all right? They don't expect anything out of you. That is your challenge, but it's also your secret weapon. Because you're going to come out of there, and if you guys do what I'm confident you're capable of, you're going to open up and they're going to go, oh my God, where did these people come from? This is awesome. I'm sitting here watching this. There are 3 or 4 major moments of effect just in the first half of this program. Major moments of effect. Okay? Now, please understand, this is a different game. It is a different game. It became a different game a couple of years ago. You're not, and we didn't write a show for this field. We wrote it for a dome. The number you care about is given in a dome. It's not a football field. Thus, things have to be different. Volume, for example, is not important. What is important is clarity. Clarity. What is important is impeccable coordination between audio and visual. I'm up there and I'm talking with visual guys on top, talking with Malcolm, okay, et cetera, just little bitty comments. It is a different game, okay? Guess what? I'm convinced, watching you tonight, that you have the talent to play the game. I'm convinced we have some work to do in the back. I'm going to call it 3 minutes of the show, design-wise. I'm relatively pleased with what up to where you performed tonight to the end of Giro. I'm relatively pleased with what's out there in the first draft. We still have maybe the last 3 minutes. We've got to kind of scene together. It's very fragmented right now. Okay, we've got some work to do there. That's not your worry. Okay, we will make sure you have the right stuff. Your worry, though, is going to be achieving impeccable clarity, both audio and visual. All right, if you can do that and realize that the game is now in a dome, I will promise you that the groups that you're competing against in 19th, 21st, 22nd, they're not thinking about the dome. It's a different game. Okay, I hope you realize that. I also want to make sure, from a lot of years of experience, realize that how you manage yourself this summer is going to determine your success. How you manage yourself. You've got to not run to the finish line, you've got to blaze through it. There are going to be those that get distracted night to night. Those of you that marched last year, you go, you get dumped in a certain caption, or you do this, do that, and everybody's all traumatized for the next couple of days. Yes or no?
Yes.
You can't afford that. The only opinion that matters is yours. It's ours as an organization. That's the only opinion that matters. Okay? There's also another thing that's happening this year, and I'm sure your staff has probably told you just a little bit about it, okay, is the new sheets. The new sheets. Have they talked about this with you? Yes or no?
No. Not a lot.
Okay, there are new sheets.
Oh, yeah.
There are going to be things that are wildly different. I'm convinced that the new sheets are a good idea. I don't think they're perfect yet, personally, but I think it is the best step in the right direction that we could take at this point as an activity. All right? Now, how is that going to affect you? The biggest thing is going to come in the area of effect, and that's going to help Teal. When I conceived of this show musically, okay, and we're sitting here brainstorming with the staff in terms of how this is going to go together, okay, etc., was thinking in terms of these new sheets, right? And there is now, particularly in the area of effect, general effect. General effect has now been split All right, there is a content analysis where that judge is there just to figure out how you're doing what you're doing. In other words, they're sitting there analyzing. But guess what? There's actually an effect judge who doesn't analyze anything. They just react. So if you're good and you're on, you get the number from that judge. In the past, how many of you noticed last year, it didn't matter how hard you rehearsed, you were still slotted into the number, and that was just the way it was. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a concerted effort. There's no more slotting this year. I'm going to be interested to see if they can actually pull it off. Okay, I'll be very, very interested. With that in mind, though, your job is to make sure you stay together as a group. Make sure you put the group above self. Teal above self. That is so incredibly important. Teal above self. If you can do that, no individual does well in drum corps. It is a large group of people that has to come together as an unbelievable team. If you can pull that off, you've got an incredible opportunity. I was sitting there talking with John Campese earlier tonight. We sat in 1989 Suncoast Sound. We sat there with a lot less than what you have on the field tonight. We took it to ninth. And brass players, we took that brass line to third. Just so you know. I was a guy by the name of Frank Williams and myself. Okay? Some of you know Frank, right?
Yeah.
All right? You know what the secret was? It wasn't us. It wasn't Robert and Frank and John and Carl and all these other guys involved. It wasn't us. It was a group of performers that had a heart and a desire greater than any other group I'd ever been involved with. That's you. Brass players, I told you tonight, the music, I wrote a map, but I didn't write the music. The music's in you. I just showed you the way to go. Remember that, brass players?
Yes.
Guess what? This show is you. You got to have heart. You got to have desire. You also have to trust. You have some really great people working with you. Some great people working with you. I sat down in the fall and I called Bo and I said, Bo, listen, man, we got to talk about something. Okay? Did it work out? How's Bo doing? Is he all right?
Yeah. I love you, Bo.
I love you, Bo.
You have some great people. You've got great people, great percussionists. By the way, the drum line, that's really quite impressive. Okay, that's quite impressive for a week or so. How long are we going to spring training here? About a week? Okay. Very, very, very impressive. Color guard, very impressive. There's some great moments. There's moments of brilliance. That opening is so very cool. You guys come out, the character is great. You're standing on one leg, give me this. I told them all the Fiji and Samoan there, tongues out, really cool things, okay? There's moments of brilliance in there. Moments of brilliance. What you have to do now, when you have moments of brilliance, I've used this analogy on a couple of occasions. Moments of brilliance would be like pearls, wouldn't they? What you got to do is string them together. A single pearl is nice, but a string of pearls is worth something. We don't want moments of brilliance. We want a strand of brilliance. I hope you understand what I just said. A strand of brilliance. Okay? All right? I'm so thrilled. I will be seeing you at every regional, every single regional. I will get to you as much as I can. I've not been here during the winter. That's no fault of anybody's or everybody's, that kind of stuff. But I have been very actively engaged with the staff. Okay? I will be seeing you at every single regional. I will be there. I'll be interacting with you and your staff, making sure that I can do whatever I can to help you achieve your goal. This isn't about me. It's not about your staff. It's about you. It's your core. All right? If you do what you are capable of, you'll have a great summer. That's the good news. The bad news is you got a lot of work to do. The good news is that work is within your ability. Now you've got to decide. You've got a personal decision to make. How much do I want this? Knowing that you're going to have to work twice as hard. Okay? Once, though, there's going to be a groundswell if you're good. There'll be a groundswell. Then there'll literally be a wave, and you guys can surf on it for whatever goal you set. All right? It's a great honor to be here. I appreciate it very, very much. It's an honor to write for you. I really, really, truly enjoy it. I love working with your staff. I love working with them. Some of these are former students of mine, and it's great to reconnect with them. and I really sincerely appreciate it. So I will look forward to seeing you as much as possible, okay, over the course of the summer. When you see me, please come up and say hi. Hey, Robert, okay? All right? Please come. Please call me Robert, okay? All right? Everybody always calls me Robert in Breveport. Everybody got that? Yes?
Yes.
All right? Excellent. Thank you very, very much again. It is an honor to be here. I'm excited about getting this last little bit of your show kind of tweaked out for you guys, and look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Okay?
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.